Go ahead and get some food. Squabble up. I'm heading out. My nephew's not here. I just stopped by my brother's house and he's not here. Neither my brother, not my nephew. So guys, I figured I'd just take you with me. We're probably gonna go ahead and get some chicken, and we're gonna talk about some interesting strategies that can maximize your chances of success when you are doing teaching. Let's say you're doing teaching, you want to sponsor money, you want to teach other people. I want to talk about different formats, styles of teaching formats that you could use in order to provide extreme level of learning effectiveness for your audience. This can be very beneficial for any coaches, any marketers, any other type of people who are interested in making some extra income but not really getting far because of, for whatever reason, they can't create any kind of engaging content. So guys, look, this is how you create engaging content, and I figured I'd just squabble up and take you with me on the go. I don't know, we're gonna get some food. I'm super hungry, and I'm so skooky right now, it's not even funny, guys. So anyway, look, here's how it's gonna work. Step number one, guys, if you want to create a incredible learning effectiveness on your audience, here's what you got to do. Pay close attention, guys, because this is some real tea. First of all, you got to use Zoom templates. In Zoom, you could have a lot of templates, guys, that allow you to create all sorts of activities, interactive role-playing activities. You could use a wheel spinner as well, where you could spin the wheel and it kind of lands on somebody's name, that kind of stuff. So what you really want to be doing is engaging your subscribers, your audience, or whoever is watching your content into the whole process, into the into the process of learning from you. And how do you do that? Well, you got to use those interactive role-playing activities. This is how it works. This is how I do it, guys. What I do is I open up a comment browser, then I go ahead and I be like, yo, build me a fire prompt for some interactive activity for some topic. And then I go ahead and I'm like, and then it comes up with a topic, and I'm like, give me a good prompt for gamma, and it comes back to me and gives me a very good prompt for gamma. I go ahead and I paste that in, and boom, out of a sudden I got a fire presentation from gamma that I can export to PowerPoint. What I do is I export this to PowerPoint, and then right away I start using inside of the PowerPoint some of the screenshots from Zoom templates, and of course from gamma in combinations. So what I use combinations. I use gamma and Zoom templates. What I also use, I use laser pointers and animated effects with ASMR elements and holograms. So guys, look, many of you probably saying, well, Rome, I don't know how to do any of that. Well, then check out my long form workshops, guys. You're gonna be able to do that. Now, I see the biggest struggles for many moms over 40 is the fact that you guys are not engaging your audience, not engaging your subscribers, not creating role-playing opportunities where you adding them into breakout rooms. I had to gain that extra hybrid skill just by picking up a job in one of the universities. Because they did ask me recently to go ahead and teach Security Plus and Network Plus, so I figured, all right, let me go ahead and just do it, and at the same time get some hybrid skill that I can carry over back into this channel and tell you like how to increase effectiveness, learning effectiveness, and how to cook people's brains even more when you're creating fire-looking, I don't know, content, especially if you're teaching somebody and spending money, charging for any kind of program. Guys, this works like a clock. So check this out. This is my strategy. This is what I use to increase learning effectiveness exponentially, and this works like a clock. I don't even need to say that multiple times. You will try it, and you will try it after this. You'll come back to me and be like, damn, sheesh. I'm so cooked. I don't even know why I didn't do that before. I wish I met this channel. I wish I joined this channel a while ago. Is that a Lambo? Hold on a second, let me take a look. Is that a Lambo? I think it's a Lambo. I think it's a Lambo. Well, we're heading out to get some chicken. I don't know, maybe, are we going? I'm wondering if we're gonna get some chicken. Should I get chicken or should I get something else? I don't know. I'm so cooked, and at the same time skooky. So guys, we did come out with a new word recently this week. I went to one of the TikTok channels in NYC, a bunch of breakdancers in a TikTok channel dancing with one another. So I figured I'd just go ahead and jump into that TikTok channel, and I kind of virtually squabbled up together with them and kind of brainstorm the next word that we're gonna try to get viral, and that word is skooky. Of course, I got some recommendations from a lot of folks, a lot of creators inside of that inside of the TikTok channel. And my question to them was like, yo guys, look, I want to go ahead and I want to I want to build a word that is going to be viral in the next week. Any ideas what that word could be? And of course, breakdancers are really creative. I used to breakdance for like 20 years, and I knew that would be the channel for me to be. And of course, it's in Times Square, and from time to time I go to Times Square and I kind of chill over there too. So I figured I'd go ahead and I jump in and I asked them this question, and they were like, yo, try to use skooky. And I was like, I bet, let me go ahead and use the word skooky. So I tried to blow it up, and that was yesterday. And I told you guys that word doesn't exist, but watch us blow it up, and in a week it's gonna be trending all over the place. And guess what? Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's trending. You tell me, guys. Look it up. I look up skooky, and yeah, guys, look, here's the secrets. Here's what you're gonna be doing, guys. Here's what you're gonna be doing to your audience. If you really want to engage your audience and want to get to the next level where you're actually spawning money and not being like cooked like a TikTok zombie, just scrolling to infinity and not making any money. If you really want to get your audiences cooked, here's what you got to do. This is the learning engagement techniques you're gonna do. Number one, you got to get them involved into whatever it is that you're doing. Meaning you can't be just passive, be like, me, any, meeny, money, mo. Like, no, hell no. You gotta be aggressive. You gotta be confident. You gotta be like, damn. You gotta be T-spiller. You gotta be like next wave of creators, the feudal lords, guys. You gotta be jumping in across different TikToks. You're gonna be like collabing. You have to be collabing. You have to be promoting people. You have to be part of Group 7, guys. If you ain't part of Group 7, I don't know what you guys doing. Like, literally take a look at Crash Adams. Take a look at Sophie Powers. Like, literally take a look at my short form content, what I'm doing. I don't just sit there and be like, oh, let me go ahead and sell you something. Hell no. You kidding me? No, what I do, guys, I jump in onto TikTok. I figured out who are the next superstars, and I go ahead and I pump them up. This is called Group 7. If you're part of Group 7 right away, you guys know you're gonna blow up right away. Now, anyway, going back to what I learned from university, I wanted to give you a hybrid skill that is not taught in college. I quickly picked it up because I recently was approached by a big university to see if I could go ahead and teach their like a professional education program for adults for cybersecurity. I figured, I bet, let me go ahead and do that. In the process, I went ahead and I picked up one of the hybrid skills. One of the requirements for the interview was, yo, Rome, create a fire presentation that is going to be engaging with post follow-up lessons and everything else, like all sorts of activities that will give us a reason to hire you. And I'm like, all right, let me go ahead and see what I could do. So I whip out a PowerPoint, and I'm like, all right, I'm definitely going to use a PowerPoint. I'm going to use some of the existing hybrid skills that I already have, but let me see if I could pick up a brand new skill to see if I could like literally cook people's brains, because we're talking about different style of instruction delivery. We're talking about an entire classroom of people, like adults, listening to exactly what I have to teach and learning everything. And I'm like, I bet, let me go ahead and figure out what is the best way that I could engage them, and what is it that I could do with a group of people that will increase their learning effectiveness exponentially. So here I am thinking like how to create this PowerPoint presentation. My brain is slightly getting cooked up because I'm also kind of scrolling on TikTok on the background, thinking like how I'm gonna fire up Sophie Powers and how I could blow her up to like 50 million views. But on the back of my mind, I'm also thinking, man, it's kind of nice if I could teach somebody cybersecurity, Network Plus, and Security Plus, and just sponsor some money and do so, because it's something that I love anyway. So I start cooking up that PowerPoint presentation later, and I'm like, I bet, let me go ahead and add some role-playing factors where I could kind of infuse students directly into like a breakout rooms and Zoom sessions, so this way they could kind of communicate with one another. And then I was like, man, but what am I going to be telling those students? How I'm going to be engaging them? And I started thinking deep, and I was like, man, and at that point I started using Comet browser, and I was like, yo, look, this is the activity, this is what I'm trying to teach, but I need to come up with a role-playing activities that will cook people's brains so hard that they're going to be mesmerized by whatever it is that I'm teaching. So obviously what I do is I jump in and ask the questions, and the Comet browser comes back and be like, I bet, this is what you got to do. And it gives me like the whole scenario of what I got to do, that I'm supposed to divide people into like a mock user, interviewer, and observer. And I'm like, and immediately I begin asking questions. I'm like, wait a second, so I have to divide people into different roles, but what am I, like, who's going to be who's going to be doing what? Which student is going to be like a mock user? Which user is going to be the helper, the observer, the interviewer? And of course, all of those questions are popping in my mind, and I'm thinking, man, like, okay, that would be like, out of a sudden I begin developing sequence diagram, thinking, You know what? I think I could do this. I think I could create some breakout rooms in Zoom session to get people cooked so hard that they're gonna be like mesmerized by my teaching style. So here I am sitting with a PowerPoint presentation, creating the heck out of all those lessons, thinking of one activity, the next activity, thinking about variations, combinations, and all sorts of ways to cook the brain so hard that they're gonna be like, man, I love this class, I wanna come back. So of course, guys, some of you will say, well, Rome, I don't get it. Like none of that make any sense. I don't know how to do this. Guys, look, if whatever I just described doesn't make any sense to you, don't be surprised. It does take a little bit of time to kind of figure that out, but it took me close to maybe like 2.5 hours to figure it out, the whole way for how to increase learning effectiveness in a group setting, sort of using classroom instructor kind of style, digital media material, whatever you call it. It took me about 2.5 hours to figure this out. So now I have this extra hybrid skill and the skill and the libraries of all sorts of other skills. And no, we're not talking about cloud skills. I'm talking about the hybrid skills that are not taught in college. The type of skills that you use, you literally become rich. Those types of skills. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Guys, this year I made 600 G's. I told you that already. But it doesn't just come from one skill, guys. It comes from combinations. Guys, in this life, you need to be like a kickboxer. You can't just be like a one-trick pony. You got to be a kickboxer. You got to be like kick, 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 punch. You got to be like punch, 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 kick. And then you got to do combinations. Punch, kick, punch, punch, kick. It can't be just like the same melody. It can't be just the same tune. It has to be combinations, guys. That's the only way you're going to succeed. I see a lot of you guys kind of trying to figure out a way how to become creative. I see a lot of you trying to figure out a way how to like be creative, but at the same time being stuck in the past. Well, you can't be stuck in the past. You always got to be moving forward. You got to be introducing variations, combinations, and remembering the melody. Remember, it's going to become extremely annoying if you just listen to only one melody, only one tone on piano. But if you see like multiple combinations of tunes, then out of a sudden becomes a beautiful thing. The same thing gets carried over into Fusion automations that we build directly right here in this channel. When we build those automations, do you guys think I sit there with N8N and be like, oh, let me go ahead and give you let me go ahead and give you some crazy template and you use it and you become rich? No, absolutely, that's not how it works. But what we do, we give you incredible automations that you run on iPhone that are cooked with ASMR elements and all sorts of elements that will make your brain just pop, literally pop. It's just that level of insanity and craziness and leveling up. Just like Lamar Kendrick mentioned, you gotta level up. You gotta level up every single thing. You can't be just one trick. You can't be just one trick pony, guys, to succeed. That day is gone. That train has passed. No more being one trick ponies, guys. You have to become that feudal lord. To become the feudal lord, you gotta learn how to use combinations, guys. Once again, combinations. And so we got Hive Gamer 999. So we got a lot of gamers over here as well, guys. This is a good place for gamers. For whatever reason, gamers love the content that I produce. They just love it, and that's totally reasonable because in a way they're building their own games. They're trying to cook people's brains. They're trying to make things entertaining. And I think partially maybe the reason why I'm like getting so good in all those combinations and on all of those automations is probably because I'm somehow maybe mimicking some of those gaming worlds, some of those games like Halo subconsciously while building those automations with different types of elements. But it's a beautiful thing to see for gamers who are building their own kind of things and also playing games. We have different types of subscribers who are literally like legitly promoting my talent agency, either by being a gamer or by building a game. So guys, look, squabble up. We got quite a territory to cover. Remember, guys, at the end of the day, you have to take action. You can't be just a process prisoner. We need to go ahead and figure out where we're gonna get some food. I don't know. I was thinking about maybe getting a cheeseburger or something. Last time I had a cheeseburger, I was really. You guys probably seen me. You probably seen a video of me eating a cheeseburger. If you haven't, go ahead and take a look. You're gonna see it. You're gonna be like, oh my God, Ron Wells ate a cheeseburger again and was satisfied with that. Man, I gotta watch that video. If you haven't watched the video of me eating a cheeseburger, guys, definitely go ahead and check it out. So this way you could This way you could discover for yourself how incredible the food is in America when it comes to the later after pandemic time. Right now, after the pandemic time, guys, the food is good. The food is smooth sailing. That's all I gotta say. It's buzzing. It's buzzing, guys. It's buzzing. You know what? I remember the word buzzing associated with chicken Alfredo. Maybe I should get Alfredo, pasta Alfredo. Let me know, guys, in the comments if I should get pasta Alfredo because it's buzzing. Man, I'm so cooked right now and Skooky, it's not even funny. Man, yesterday was absolutely lit. Now I'm just trying to squabble up together over here, guys, and totally like cooked. At this point, I'm just trying to, I don't know, maybe going to KFC or something. Man, holy smokes. Also, the other day, I was just like observing how language changed over time. Now if you compare yourself to like 100 years, 200 years to see how the language changed, you're probably not going to recognize it, guys. I watched one of those shows on the YouTube where they kind of go back in history and time and and see when things change, when language changed, English changed and Russian changed, and I compared both languages just to kind of see how they changed. That was kind of dope. I don't know if you guys watching some of those channels, but if you're not, definitely take a look on YouTube. Begin watching powerful astrophysicists and psychologists. Begin focusing on those people, guys. Wow, kind of when you're going to sleep, instead of watching Netflix, spend a little bit of time watching psychologists and famous people who are like astrophysicists, and just kind of see what they're talking about. Trust me, your marketing game is going to increase exponentially if you do that. Now, guys, remember, at the end of the day, if you don't take action, you constantly be the process prisoner. And in order for you to no longer be the process prisoner, here's what you got to do. Spend a little bit of time watching Star Talk, Neil deGrasse Tyson, my favorite astrophysicist, and Chuck. Those guys are very good. They're funny. You're gonna watch him, you're gonna get that skills that you're looking for. Many of you guys are just missing communication skills and modulation skills. Many of you guys just kind of not taking action and not recognizing your future self. Imagine if you start recognizing your future self and discovering what actions to take. Well, that's the type of guidance you're gonna get in this community. In my community, my private community, DM the word PATH on my Insta to discover that community. As it goes for me, guys, I'm probably gonna get some food real quick. Let's see what we have. I'm heading out to McDonald's. McDonald's, here I come. Okay, well, actually, you know what? Let me pause for a second. Should I get McDonald's? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Should I get McDonald's or should I let it go? I don't know. I don't know about McDonald's, guys. I think I changed my mind about McDonald's. I may go instead and get a chicken pasta Alfredo. But where can I get chicken pasta Alfredo that is just buzzing? It has to be buzzing. I know there's a place where I could get pasta Alfredo. Okay, it's possibly going to be Fairfield Pizza. Maybe I will go there. But man, like, I don't know, I'm in front of McDonald's. Maybe I could just get a cheeseburger or something. Man, I'm already hungry. But man, I got to figure it out what I'm going to eat, guys. I need to figure this out. Let me know in the comments below, what should I eat? Should I eat chicken? Should I eat a hamburger? What should I eat? Be precise, guys. Let me know. Okay, so far I'm not getting any response. I'm gonna have to cut out this live, guys, but let me know in the comments shortly, what should I eat? Should I get a chicken pasta Alfredo, or should I get a hamburger from McDonald's? Let me know in the comments below, what should I eat, guys? McDonald's or chicken pasta Alfredo? I need to figure that out quick because I'm hungry. Or maybe I could eat some junk food. Junk food seems interesting, but you know, like, honestly, I need to figure this out. What should I eat? What should I eat? Oh, I know. Maybe I should go eat steak or lobster. Man, I don't know. I kind of like lobster, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can't be just eating lobster every day. I mean, not every day, but once in a while I eat lobster. But I mean, that sounds, I don't know. Lobster, chicken, Subway. I don't know. I need to figure this out. This is a dilemma. This is very hard for me to figure this out. What I'm gonna eat. I mean, I could just say screw it and just eat in Subway. Nah, I can't eat Subway. Nah. Oh, maybe I should eat in Jersey Mike's. But then I don't exactly remember what kind of sandwich my wife ordered for me last time, so I probably end up getting something totally wrong. So I don't really want to do that. Do I really want to go home right away? Not really. I kind of don't want to do that. So I think I'm just gonna hop on a highway real quick, guys, and jump jump right away, like jump into the next thing, whatever it is, that whatever that next thing that I'm gonna get. Maybe I'm thinking about maybe White Plains. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe White Plains. Maybe that's what I gotta eat. And some chicken, some sort of chicken la brasa or pollo. I don't know. Lomo saltado. Oh, you know what? Lomo saltado sounds good. Lomo saltado sounds incredible, guys. Maybe I should eat that. Yeah, I mean, I kind of been getting played by Peruvian places recently. I don't know. I don't know if I should eat lomo saltado. I need to make that decision now, guys. We need to make that decision now. What should Rome Wells eat? A, Peruvian food. B, Indian food. C, Chinese food. D, McDonald's fast food. What should Rome Wells eat? Let me know in the comments below, guys. Let me know in the comments below. I'm super hungry right now. I need to figure it out. What am I gonna eat? I don't really want it to be something big like Alfredo pasta. Typically, I get, I get played with that Alfredo pasta because I get so much food and with that pasta, but I never eat. I eat only like half of it. So that's kind of the dilemma with a pasta Alfredo. We're gonna need to figure this out and see. I'm running out on gas, guys. I'm running out on gas, but we need to see what I'm gonna do next. Anyway, guys, I'll let you know. I need to make that decision on my own, and I'll see you next time. Take care.